Hey Lynn, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
How does grief invite you to connect to that intuitive part of yourself?
That's a great question. So one of the things, if you think about this, grief is not just when we lose a loved one that has passed over. Grief is with us when we actually lose a friend, or we lose somebody that is, strongly and connected to us in our life, and then they leave our life, or, we have grief on different levels, all different kinds of levels. And especially when somebody's crossing over or they're passed over and they're on the other side, the grief that we're left with can sometimes feel so heavy, like we're just mired down in that quicksand. We're losing ourselves. Well, part of that is because the intuition is what connects us to the other side. We have to use our intuitive abilities to connect to those that have passed over. And so, it's kind of that motivator. It's that nudge that says, hey, listen, go a little deeper. They're there. You gotta, you can, if you're listening to your own inner wisdom, you can certainly receive those beautiful gems of messages from them and what you can do with them. And a couple other ways are, about just knowing that grief itself helps you to go deeper into your own soul and your own spirit. And sometimes, you've been, to different things, that like maybe a celebration of life or somebody that's having a memorial service and you're in tears, and you may not even be all that connected. You might have been gone to that with somebody that you care about, that you're with them. But you have this deep sense of like, oh my gosh, I'm mourning this person. And it really doesn't have anything to do a lot of times with the person. It has to do with some of the past things that you've gone through, that you've experienced, that you've said, oh my gosh, I could have done that differently. Or, it brings up the mortality of like, I only have so much time before that's going to be me. And so it gives you a little bit of urgency to get going and get, producing things in your life, or talk to loved ones, or get more heartfelt with the people that are in your life. So grief can be an actual beautiful thing if you utilize it for the positive and for the good for you, and don't get mired down in that whole, quicksand of emotional trauma and hurt. And by the way, I'll say this again, I've said it before, you can't rush it. If you're feeling it, feel it. Be clear about what you're feeling. Don't rush it. But you have to at some point move forward with it. You have to have it be the motivator to actually reach deeper and do something different with your life and take action, because the people on the other side would want that for you as well.